Hello. For one video and one video only, we're back to me sitting in a chair talking about an effort. The reason I've started it like this is because up front I want to say this won't be like some other people's videos of nationals. I struggled to film much, so I have my rear camera on. My front camera ran out of battery during my warm-up. How rookie is that? I managed to take it off at least, so I didn't have that excess weight. I didn't really do like, oh, let's make a documentary about the day. There's loads of videos on YouTube where people will be doing that. And, you know, to be honest, my advice is go and watch them if that's what you really want. My video is going to be about my race and some clips of my mates and stuff. That's all I've really got. As I've always said, I'm a cyclist who happens to put some stuff on YouTube. I'm not going to try and make anything else. I'd love for you to watch it. Please do. I'm not trying to talk anyone out of it, but I just want to not waste people's time if you're looking for something different. So yeah, I'll get straight into the footage now.
Of course.
I'm currently sat in a bus stop at the top of Starkholms near Ryber. You can see Ryber Castle up that way. Just a little bit away from everything. Nationals has started. It is noisy on Bank Road and it's busy. We're being told off by the timekeepers for being in the way when I tried to be out the way. And fair enough. I was in the way. I just didn't realise it. So I've come up here for a little bit of a quiet warm-up. Although I'm not on for 2.5 hours still. I am slowly sipping my bicarb. I want to vomit. It's vile. Eating's hard when you're off at 1:50, but everyone has to deal with it, I suppose. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. It's not quite as social as I'd hoped because you can't get to the car park where everyone's parked because of being on the climb. The climb is heaving. You can't really get up and down it with a bike, which I understand, so I just feel like I'm in no man's land for the next few hours. But yeah, I'm tentatively excited. Since some people will ask, I'll show you my bike now. There's nothing different about it, except I've waxed my chain and I've gone with a Clincher front wheel. Rolling resistance is better than the tubs. Hopefully that pays off. This is Tony! Go on, Tony! Go on, Top Cat!
Well, another man from the southwest down in Snives.
Go on, Paul! Go on, Paul! Go on, Piglet! Smash it, mate! 500, keep it going!
Well, really good rhythm going. He's moving quickly through the steep section. Thankfully, he's just past the man-eating shot. Without any...
Go on, Beamer! Go on, mate! Go on, Ali! Go on! Okay, we're back to me sitting in this seat. I'm sorry, I hate doing videos like that. This channel was never meant to be about hill climbs, and it was certainly never meant to be about me, so having just me and not cycling footage is quite annoying. It was meant to be about how beautiful cycling in North Wales is and to encourage people to do that, and I hope I can get back to that sort of content soon for the 5 people who watch any of these videos. But just for the sake of this one, I'm going to give you a little lead in. So you saw my Matlock video, hopefully, what I did the weekend before Nationals. And after that, I tapered. I only did one set of intervals in the week before, and that was on a Wednesday, and that was kind of like race pace, but much shorter. I did sort of 30 seconds to 1 minute at the power I wanted to hold for this race 3 times, and that was it. Otherwise, I did a little bit. I commuted to work, low intensity, and then Thursday, Friday, I took completely off, and Saturday, I just did a tiny bit of leg openers. I spoke to some people, and it sounded like they did more intensity in the week before Nationals than I do in a normal week anyway. I couldn't believe how many Zwift races and stuff they were doing, and it was always like, oh yeah, I'm tapering. I'm just doing race efforts Sunday, race efforts Monday, threshold Wednesday. Yeah, not quite that, but I was surprised by how much intensity some people do and still call it taper week. I think there's a little bit of hubris in cycling. This is a tangent. Not necessarily those people, but people think it sounds good to say, oh, I perform better with fatigue in my legs, and, you know, almost like humble bragging how much effort and volume people do. So I'm just here to tell you, even if that's true for other people, that may be true for you and that's fine. For me, the less I cycle, the better I am for one effort. It's not sustainable long term, but I knew the longer I had off before this event, the better I'd do in this event. And I hated it. I didn't know what to do with myself when I wasn't cycling, but I think it paid off. So without further ado, I'll show you the footage. I've not done any sort of stats or anything because I've done a whole video about this climb. So if you want to know the stats of the climb, go and watch my Nationals Recce video. And I'm off. I was so nervous on this line, you know. Someone said people are going off too hard and they're basically pulling wheelies by accident because they're putting too much power down. One of the stewards said that, and I said, you don't need to worry about me putting too much power down. And that got a good laugh. Nothing like some self-deprecating humour. So I'm on the flattish bit here, and now it starts rearing up. My plan for this ride was always to do a relatively fast start to get up to speed. I believe there's merit in that for 5 to 10 seconds, but the fact that I'm still over 500 watts is concerning. My intention was then to simmer down slightly below 450. I've made no secret that 450 watts is what I want to average for this. I'll be happy with that if I can do it. Only now am I getting down to that level, and that's obviously concerning because we were a decent way into my effort already. When your legs are fresh, and I mean, like, I bicarbed up before this, I took a nootropics gel half an hour before. If there's any legal stimulant or pain suppressant before this event, I put all of it in me, I don't care. It's hard to keep a lid on it. So actually, as we got to here, being the obstinate prick that I am, I almost thought, you know what, I'm going to go slowest through the crowd. I know that I need to go relatively slowly, so I'm going to do it right here where everyone's cheering me on, like daring them. But then, just as I got through here, my plan was always get out the saddle at the crossroads, and then unleash everything I've got until the corner, and then hope I can hang on till the end. To give you an idea of what my goals were for this event, I'd said to Rhiannon, if I do sub 3 minutes, that'll be, like, exceptional for me. I'll have no excuse for being negative about a sub 3 minute ride. Equally, I want to be top 100. I always think that's a reasonable, look at Greg, what a legend. I always think that's a reasonable, but good aspiration, like that's a good goal for me. And if I can do 450 watts for 3 minutes, that'd be awesome. My 3 minute power PB on intervals was like 435, but I've just never done an effort of 3 minutes. You know, people who get power PBs on stuff and think it shows a fitness breakthrough. What it might show is that you've just never raced that length before. That's always what happens to me. Coming up to this corner, I just felt so much better than I expected. I was thinking, it's 20 seconds. Let's just go for it. That was Piglet and David chasing me, two really good friends who I wasn't expecting to see David, and I just had a big beaming grin on my face. I loved this event, and I just smiled all the way through my race, which is so unlike me. And here we go. Shock and awe. 400 watts. Oh, ramping it up now. 500. 600 for 1 second. Just trying to get over the line. That was everything I had, and now I'm dead.
Here we go, here we go.
So that's sort of all I've got for you, just some videos of me racing. I'll show you now the stats. If you remember, I said in the voiceover, my aims were top 100, 450 watts, and sub 3 minutes, and if I did any of them, I could be happy. Well, If you don't judge how messy my study is, I'm going to do a lazy thing and just show you my screen on phone camera. This was my result. I did 470 watts for 2 minutes 58. I am absolutely delighted with that. If I go over to my power curve here, you'll see that sort of between 2 minutes 50 and 3 minutes, it's power PB by absolutely miles. As I say, because I've not raced this margin, but like astronomical for me to be making those gaps. And this is like since 2021, one of those seasons. I feel like I've been in good shape for lots of times there. At the end of the day, that put me 82nd. Now, I thought I was 80th on the day. I think it's because these lads finished in exactly the same time. They were excluded from the live results as they sort of tried to differentiate them. I'm still buzzing with 82nd. Full disclosure, that's 82nd in the open category. The 12 juniors beat me as well. That still puts me in the top 100 of everyone who raced. So it's a week on now, and I'm still just absolutely delighted. That may not seem like much, but I'm not actually that good of a hill climber. I feel like if I'm good at anything, it's endurance. I'm really not a particularly high quality hill climber. And as everyone rushed to tell me, I was only 2 seconds behind Piglet, and I'm normally well more behind Piglet than that. It's pretty annoying when you've done an amazing ride and 10 or 15 people tag you immediately going, you were slightly less shit compared to your friend than normal. Well done. Overall, what I felt coming away from the day, the first time I've really felt like I did a ride that I can be really happy with.
Feel so full of... What's the opposite of shame? Pride? No, not that far from shame.
Less shame?
Yeah.
I feel less shame about this ride than normal. I stood on the corner with Paul and David and Tony and people's partners and my parents and Rhiannon, and just cheered everyone on, and I just had a great time seeing so many people. So I loved it. I'm really ready for hill climb season to be over and for me to get back outside doing the stuff I'm slightly better at, longer distance, messing about, just enjoying riding my bike. But thanks for coming with me through my hill climb videos, everyone. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know what you made of my efforts, and if you were at Nationals, what you made of the day and how your day went. I'd love to just chat to people about it. Not a trick for YouTube engagement, honestly. Message me off YouTube, I don't care. I would love to catch up with people who were there and see how they found it as well. Thank you for watching. See you guys at some point.